Want to see more cool videos on our channel? We do, so press this bell and enable to send notifications.
Cows were first domesticated somewhere around 10,000 years ago. In that time, humans have selectively bred them for specific qualities, and sometimes those qualities are extraordinary. Here are 10 of the most bizarre cows in the world. Number 10. Knickers. Have you ever thought about how the king of cows would look like? In 2008, the world was introduced to Knickers, an extremely large Australian bovine. The steer was a sight out there in the field, towering benevolently over his smaller female peers. No, Knickers is not a cow. Cows are a female cattle who have had a calf. A steer is a neutered male. The very big boy is a Holstein Friesian, a breed that originated in North Holland and northern Germany that humans have been breeding for dairy production over the last 2,000 years. He lives on cattle farmer Jeff Pearson's property in Western Australia. According to The Guardian, Knickers stands 6 feet 4 inches from hoof to shoulder. That means he's only 3 inches shorter than a Mewtwo, and he weighs approximately 1.5 tons, or a little more than a Toyota Corolla. While Knickers' size is certainly his most obvious characteristic, it isn't really the most salient. Knickers was able to grow so large is simply that they weren't killed. Knickers is 7 years old, and according to the USDA, steers that are pressed into meat are generally slaughtered before they reach age 4. His current height and weight, Perth Now reported, saved him from an early death. Number 9. Lazy J's Bluegrass. The owner of this Texas Longhorn bull confesses when people first see this giant, they can't believe their eyes. Behold, a behemoth among steers. Lazy J's Bluegrass, a Texas Longhorn from Greenleaf, Kansas, isn't the biggest steer on the planet, but he does sport record-setting headgear. His horns measure a whopping 297.8 centimeters, earning a spot in the Guinness Book of World Records for longest horn spread on a steer. Bluegrass lives on a farm in Kansas with owner Joseph Sidlasik, a professional steer breeder. The massive bovine's horns may look menacing, but Sidlasik says Bluegrass is just really a gentle giant in the pasture. How does a steer get horns like that? Years of careful breeding. The bull's father also had extremely large horns, as well as his mother and grandparents. The unique gene had been passed down for 6 generations, until Lazy J's Bluegrass developed the largest horns in the world. Number 8. The Belgian Blue. It may sound weird, but there are cow bodybuilders. However, these animals get their awesome muscles from genetics, not from working out at the gym. The Belgian Blue breed of cattle have freakish muscle-bound bodies due to naturally occurring gene mutation called double muscling. While it's a natural occurrence, some still claim their muscle mass is due to steroid injections. These animals were bred that way for so long that now they are naturally born like this. Despite their rather dangerous appearance, Belgian Blue cattle are very calm. Number 7. Halakar. This breed lives in India, more specifically the state of Karnataka, where they were bred. This breed, known as Halakar, is extremely rare. You can't find it anywhere else, so you probably haven't heard anything about it. These cows have unusual vertical and backward-bending horns. These bulls stand out from the rest of the breeds for their unusual hump. Also, do you know any cows depicted on stamps? Now you do, and there's nothing surprising about it. Cows are considered sacred animals in India. Besides, this breed is very valuable and native to the country. Number 6. Dexter cow. And now we move into the cute zone. Just as there are miniature horses, there are miniature cows. These tiny cows stand only about 3 to 4 feet tall at the shoulder, but they aren't bred just to be adorable. Their small size makes them great for small farms. For those cows raised for dairy, they provide 1 to 2 gallons of milk a day, as opposed to 8 to 10 gallons from a typical Holstein dairy cow. Or if you're raising one for meat, you get about 400 pounds of meat, compared to about twice that much from an average-sized steer. That makes them more manageable for a family farm. Plus, they're cute, which is always a bonus. Number 5. Cannulated cows. What you're about to see can astound and even shock you if you're sensitive. That's why we want to assure you this cow is okay, it's not hurt. These animals live their lives as any others. As you can see, these cows have a hole in their side. You can see them grazing in the pastures of Sweden and Holland. This hole is called cannula, And scientists and breeders claim it is not harmful to the cows in any way. Moreover, it keeps them healthy. But why does it need it? These animals' main function is to produce milk, which is quite a complex process. The quality of the product depends on a huge number of different factors. So this hole, usually plugged, allows farmers to have better control over the digestion of the animal. Zoologists take the semi-digested food directly from the stomach and then analyze it. From the information they get, they learn if they need to add enzymes and vitamins to the cow's stomach to keep the animal healthy and the milk tasty. If the cow eats something bad, they can just remove it. Also, with the help of the cannula, veterinarians study the cow's internal organs, so it's a very beneficial invention, even though it looks creepy. Number 4. Lil Bill. The internet went crazy for Knickers, the ginormous steer from Australia, and then Canada's Dozer tried to enter the size war. But we think Lil Bill outshines them all. The tiny calf was born weighing a little over 1/10 of what newborn calves typically weigh, and was just under 10 pounds when he was brought to the Mississippi State University College of Veterinary Medicine. Now, Lil Bill could possibly enter the record books as the world's smallest cow. Initially, his owners feared for his health, given his tiny stature. But so far, experts say the calf looks just like all the other cows in the paddock, only he is much smaller. Occasionally, we get a case that has us scratching our heads a bit, the college posted on their Facebook page. Lil Bill is one of those cases. And because thousands of readers expressed delight in seeing the teeny tiny bovine, Lil Bill now has his own Facebook hashtag Lil Bill, and the college has promised to post more updates on him. Meanwhile, the world record for the shortest fully grown cow was a 4-year-old cow called Manikya in Kerala, India, which measured 61.1 centimeters from hoof to withers. Number 3. Ankole Watusi cow. Ankole Watusi are part of a list of exotic cattle breeds that stands out from all the rest. The Ankole Watusi is a breed native to Africa. This breed's impressive horns can grow as long as 8 feet from tip to tip. Proportionally, they look impossibly large. The horns on a Watusi also act as a cooling system for the cattle. The blood circulates up through the horns, and the heat leaves the blood through the tips of the horns. The cooled blood then circulates back through the animal's body. This unique cooling system makes the Watusi extremely resilient to harsh weather conditions. Number 2. Fluffy cows. The fluffy cow. It's not the name of a Monty Python skit. It's the latest breed of cattle to go viral on the internet. After someone posted photos of the cows, an Iowa crossbreed bred specifically for competition, to Reddit earlier this week, viewers swooned over their coats, which are blow-dried and treated with special oils to attain their beautiful sheen and fluffy texture. Much like rare heritage breed chickens, fluffy cows are among the select few livestock to inspire both cult followings and cuteness-inspired awes. But they are far from the only rare breed to be found on farms throughout the U.S. On the website for the American Livestock Breed Conservancy, an organization working to conserve rare breeds and maintain genetic diversity among livestock. Number 1. Blossom. An American cow has set the Guinness World Record for being the tallest cow ever in the world. The Holstein dairy cow called Blossom measured 190 centimeters, over 6 feet tall, when the world record team visited her and her owner, Patty Meads Hansen, in Illinois earlier this year. Sadly, the cow passed away last month after sustaining an irreparable leg injury, Guinness said. Following further research, Guinness World Records confirmed that Blossom is now recognized as the title holder for tallest cow ever, it says. Blossom's owner said that the funny thing about Blossom was how unaffected she was by all the attention that seemed to surround her. As long as she had her oats and daily chin rubs and ear scratches, life was good, she said. The biggest challenge in measuring Blossom for the Guinness World Record was to try to find a measure stick that was tall enough to fit her. Our veterinarian couldn't reach her, so we had to find a stepladder for her to stand on. Patty owned Blossom since she was an 8-week-old calf, and the cow's continued growth led to Patty's father suggesting Blossom's height should be checked out by Guinness World Records. Upon confirmation of Blossom being the tallest cow in the world, Guinness World Records sent a film crew and photographer over to the U.S. Thank you so much for watching, and if you enjoyed the video, please let me know by clicking the like button. Do share, write a comment, and don't forget to subscribe so that you can catch up my next video.